So this man-proof age is just nothing but a number, right?
Something like that.
So what deck did you play?
I played Tenpai.
Tenpai Dragon. Is it truly as broken as they say?
Yeah. Yeah. The deck just says no.
You just don't let your opponent play?
No.
Is
Well,
it
we let them play as much as possible, and then we just do it anyways.
Is it better going first or second?
I like it going first, but
What?
yeah, no, the higher tick seal into a lock is usually pretty cool. Seals pass is usually enough.
Hieratic Seals Lock? Well, you have to tell me about that. I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
we'll get there.
But all right, let's see what you played.
All right, played 3 Pydra, 3 Chundra, 2 Fadra.
2?
I'm back and forth between 2 and 3. There's a lot of hands that have been good where I open field spell in these 2. Field spell, add Chundra, discard Pydra, normal summon, special summon, get the quick play, and right there you have you can go into bite it, bring back Chundra, bite it, and Fadra go into the Synchro 10 with the field spell before battle phase. So now you have your Chundra life, the Synchro 10, go into battle phase, opponent can't activate any cards or effects, and that just guarantees the LTK.
The Synchro 10 is absolutely insane. I think that card is 100% unfair.
Oh yeah, no, it's
It is.
It's broken.
definitely pretty insane. Again, I want to guarantee I make the Synchro 10 before battle phase every turn. So I play 1 Magnemite and 3 Druid Swarm.
3?
Again, I want to make sure I get to the Synchro 10.
Synchro 10 is just the
yeah.
is
Just
just
Chundra and any one of these is great. Plus against certain matchups like Ubel, the Druid Swarm Sin does come up a lot.
3 ball break.
For hand traps, I play a smaller hand trap package. I only do a 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, and 3 Imperm. What I found is with talents and thrust being in the format, and our engine being so small as it is, the last thing I want to do is have my 1-of engine card ripped and be stuck on a bunch of hand traps. So I want to do something that's high impactful, like the Shifter. The Nash is always good against Branded Fusion, and Imperm's just Imperm. For consistency, we play the 3 Prosperity.
Do you ever banish 3 off Prosperity?
No, it's always 6.
Okay.
I'm doing 1 engine or the other. Set rotation, terraforming, Necro Valley, and then the 3 Singing Summoning.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to explain this Necro Valley.
Field spell.
So
Ban the field spell.
Necro Valley in itself is good against a lot of decks. Going second, especially into like an empty board or a board that is already broken, just doing the Necro Valley, if you have enough extenders, the OTK, to keep any graveyard interruptions that Snake Eye might have is good. Plus, you need another target for set rotation. My entire purpose for this deck is to guarantee that I have summoning, and then, like I said earlier, going to the Synchro 10. So I want as many ways to get summoning on the field, so I can push for the OTK uninterrupted. It's like Mystic Mind on gas.
Have you thought about playing another field spell except Necro Valley?
Yeah, the Secret Village of Spellcasters was one option, but I just feel like going first, post side, we do enough to stun our opponent, as you'll see, and then going second, it's never optimal. Like, I'd rather have this to protect the main phase of the Necro Valley to prevent graveyard interruption. We got the 3 singing Kaiman because searching any of your starters or an extender in battle phase is always cool. Consistency boost. 3 Forbidden Chalice. I was back and forth between this and Forbidden Droplets. I cut the Droplets 2 reasons. One, it conflicts with the D-Shifter too much. And the other reason is there's, again, a lot of hands where I want as much gas as I can, or when I was playing a heavier hand trap build, I would use my entire hand to prevent a board. He would still put up, some form of interruption or 2, and I go, okay, I can either Droplets out my hand and not have full combo, or I can play this just to specifically spot negate something that might be an issue, like a Mirror Jade, or like again with Ubel being such in the format, just targeting the 1 Ubel monster is enough to OTK through the board a lot of times. MVPs of the deck, the one of Harpy's Feather Duster, and 3 Dark Hole.
3 Dark Hole.
So Dark Hole, with the format not having any Omni Negates off of the few decks that might say play totally awesome, no one plays a main deck way to prevent the Dark Hole from clearing the board. And if you shift your Dark Hole, you don't have to worry about, you can't bring back any of your synchro monsters from grave. Like your grave interactions that you want to try to push through boards doesn't matter. If you have the Dark Hole, it's just a free open board. You OTK anyways. Even in stuff like if you get Gimmick Puppet locked or such, being able to Dark Hole the entire board, summon Pedra, set the quick play spells, and being able to Black Rose on their turn prevents them from OTKing you, and then the Gimmick Puppet lock's no longer a thing. If you negate some of the Yubel stuff and clear the board, it's pretty good. It's really good against rogue matchups. Stuff like Flu or Stun decks, this is really good against. And Feather Duster is just Feather Duster. And then post side, bringing in like the Lightning Storm, since I play such a heavier Bestial package. There's times where Lightning Storm might be dead, where I was thinking about siding in Phantasmes against Snake Eye. And again, having monsters on your board makes the Lightning Storms dead, so this clears your board while clearing theirs and making the Lightning Storm's life for back row.
Oh, so you would play that and Lightning Storm.
Yeah, Lightning Storm comes in a post side. I'm back and forth on maining it. There's just too many times where it's dead game 1, but game 2 trying to force people's back row because one of the weaknesses of the deck is the field spells up is cards like Daruma Cannon, which can be set with Thrust out your board because you still, since you didn't set your monsters, you have to send them to graveyard. So that's when the Lightning Storms come in, is trying to prevent that.
What would you say is this deck's hardest matchup?
It varies from hand to hand. Yubel tends to be somewhat of an issue. If you don't have ways to negate the Yubel, that can be a pain. And I guess Labyrinth, because a lot of them main the Daruma Cannon, to be able to loop that or the D barrier can make it difficult.
Okay, well, let's see what you got in the extra deck.
The extra deck, we have MVP of the deck.
Seals.
Going first is cool. Hita, because we play the Fire OTK line to play through D barrier. What I like to do, which is good with the Bestial package, is you get a Bestial and Chandra on the board, and they're either forced to shotgun the D barrier there, which they usually don't. They want to wait to battle phase. So then you make the Synchro 10 off the back to they're now at the point to where, especially if you have Cayman in hand, they have to D barrier there, which with a Fire Extender, we can now go into the Link OTK. And I just felt like that's a good move to make. It's another reason why I play a heavier Bestial package.
Oh, you don't play the access code?
No, I find it's access code by itself doesn't OTK through boards. And then since my Link monsters essentially would only be 2 attributes, I could always play a Striker Dragon for a 3rd. It wouldn't clear enough on the board that the Dark Hole already does what access code would have done. 7 hands, I don't open the Bestials or enough gas to get the Synchro 10 first. Replay this to prevent field interruption to still push through for the OTK. Cobalt Dragon for spot removal. Ancient Fairy Dragon for time.
Okay.
The off chance that I play the one deck that doesn't die immediately to my deck, and we go into time, certain stun matchups, it comes up. Samurai Destroyer for stuff like Yubel. I've yet to summon it, but it's still one of the utility cards I would like to keep just to be safe. We can always open Chalice. 2 of the Bident Dragon. Just these cards are just insane. Just what they do on their own. The quick effects of special back and pop a spell comes up sometimes. Being able to make Bident bring back a monster to make the Synchro 10 while having Chandra on field before battle phase is really, really good. Black Rose Dragon, the best board to make on the opponent's turn. We save so if we have to Hijack Seal summon on our turn, bring back whatever you need from grave, end on Chandra, whatever. The idea is we do that in battle phase so that we can then quick effect Black Rose the field to keep us from getting OTK'd in return. The Ready Rose Dragon, just stay out graveyard decks. Being able to bring back the Black Rose off into effect and then going into this to push for game to give up anything that has graveyard interruptions is nice. The boss monster again, having the field spell and always making this main phase one before battle phase has guaranteed game every time. That's just my whole goal. This field spell going to battle phase win. I don't make this guy a lot. It's almost never came up to make it, but the couple times I have, it's.
You've never made that?
I know. I never said never made it. I said I don't get into it a lot.
We don't. I don't know how you're killing without making that.
So, well, if you D-shifter and prosperity, you have to go into this to get the OTK, but otherwise just, him bringing himself back, and then having the multiple attacks, especially if I Dark Hole first, is guaranteed game before, and I never have to make him. He's just there again in case I have to D-shifter, pros, dig for combo, and then go off. And since I don't have the Graveyard Revive effects, then I need the extra push for damage.
Okay.
And then, of course, the attack boost from the field spell is permanent, so if I don't OTK and he stays on the field and they can't out him, next turn he's still 6,000.
Okay, fair enough.
Now for the side deck.
Your 15-card lab engine.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was pretty neat. Lab with the 15-card Tenpai deck was cool. One thing I'd say the deck has an issue is, even with running like the Dark Holes Chalice's Towers monsters, so we play 3 Santa Claus.
Oh, boy.
Pearly is still a deck for some reason. I'm not sure why. But
They won't let it die.
It's the best deck, dude.
That Pearly doesn't do much, but again, just having that Towers interruption can be a pain sometimes, so having to guarantee out to that. Plus, I saw that Dragoon is cycling back into the format, so just being able to out the one indestructible Omni Negate's cool. 3 Ghost Ogre for field spell decks, for the mirror match to hit the summoning, and then for the decks to make Appaloosa. This comes in clutch. The 2 of Lightning Storms, again, we do this post game 1. We want to force the back row as much as possible, especially if people are siding in or if I hand trap and they thrust set Dreamer Cannon. We want to make sure we force or out that Dreamer Cannon as soon as possible. And then a lot of times, game 3, I like to choose to go first, just to avoid certain sides like the Dreamer Cannon or, if it's branded, to avoid the Gimmick Puppet Lock. I want to go first and try to prevent them from playing so I can OTK through an open board. So I'll side in 3 Heat Wave going first.
Man, this card is dumb.
And 3 D Barrier going first. So if I open Heat Wave, I open Heat Wave. It's just GG's. If I open the D Barrier, I'll still go to the Hierotic Seal. And then off of the Hierotic Seal, resummon Kokimira Drago. So, we either have the Heat Wave, pass my turn, his turn ends. And then we have the D Barrier for reinforcements, gets whatever it is, and then gets any deck like the Light Sworn deck, some of the tier variants, Branded Fusion, Ubel, whatever. Just having the Floodgate to where they can't special summon light or dark monsters allows them to come back to me, and now I can OTK through an open field.
Okay. Would you say your list had any problems?
No, not at all. The only thing I think I might change is, again, I was thinking about playing Fantastical Dragon aside for some of the link matchups to dig for cards, because playing the Dark Hole ensures that stuff like Lightning Storm is never dead. So Phantasme digging for back row removal, out to my Phantasme plus the board, and then outing the back row to leave it open field, you guarantee the OTK. So that might be a change post side. That, and I'm back and forth from the Santa Claus. Again, the Pearly matchup, the Towers doesn't do a whole lot, especially if I have the field spell. Dragoon, again, doesn't do a whole lot if I have the field spell, but there are those hands in a hand trap format Where if your opponent hand traps your deck and they still have like Dragoons for non-renegade or the cat with 2, 3, 4 spins, this does come in clutch. But other than that, the deck performed pretty well.
Oh, fantastic. Are you going to be going to Nats this year?
We will see. It's been busy. I'd like to do regionals. I haven't had time yet. I'm hoping to get another invite here soon.
Well, so far we have Kentucky, which is 2 weeks away, and then Columbus in Indiana. And YCS Indiana is also this month. So hopefully you get your invite from that.
Yeah,
Do you think you'll be taking this deck?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the deck does too much. It's really, really oppressive. The field spell is just insane. I don't know why Konami would print a card like that. I mean, the whole reason why they got rid of Mystic Mine is to stop it. And it being a one-side Mystic Mine's kind of broken.
Yeah, I think they should have either had the level 10 or the field spell, not both. But that's me. Well, appreciate the deck profile. Hopefully we see you again.
All right, sounds good.